Good morning. Today is the 21st day of July 2024, and I'm happy to welcome you to another episode of The Sermon. Today, I'll be looking at maximizing your seasons. Last week, we talked about recognizing seasons, where we mentioned four different seasons in life, which we mentioned winter, spring, summer, and fall. We talked about winter, which is replete with sadness, sickness, and all of that, the bad and all the evils of life. Then we talked about spring, which comes with hope, new beginnings, and of course, a lot of opportunities. Then we talked about summer, which comes with growth, and of course, is replete with distractions as well. Then we talked about fall, which is the moment, the season in your life where you succeed easily, achievements, and all of that. Everything just glows and everything is flowering, beautiful. And then, of course, there's failure somewhere around. Today, I just want us to focus on maximizing seasons. And for us to understand how to maximize seasons, I'm going to use two examples of seasons. I'll use the two that I consider to be more or less like the two extremes. That is the winter of life and the fall of life. Now, imagine you're in the fall, rather, the winter of life, where you're sick, your sickness, sadness, bitterness, failures, and all the anguish and the bitterness of life. What do you do at this point in your life? What I do, my personal way of handling my winter, is to constantly remind myself every day that this season will pass. Now, it's not easy. Sometimes I find myself, languishing in worry. But with time, I get to pick up and remind myself this season will only last but for a while. That is the most important mental and psychological exercise and strength you need to give yourself in dealing and maximizing your season. So, how do you go about maximizing your season? To maximize, like I said, you have to prepare yourself. Without a prepared and a good mindset, you cannot be able to maximize your season. So, if you are in this season of winter, to maximize it is to learn the lessons you need to learn in your failures, the lessons you need to learn in your sickness, the lessons you need to learn in everything that is bad. And what can you possibly learn? When you're in pains, learn the difference between the moment of good and the moment of bad. So much so that you can build that strength, that inner strength in you to realize that you are only going through a season and this season will pass. So, in failure, what do you learn? You need to learn how not to fail. And if you're sick, you need to learn how to stay strong because your health, mental health, is very key, even if you're physically sick. And your ability to maximize it is to make the best use of all of these instruments and all of these resources, whether crude, painful, and hurtful as they are, to arm yourself, to build yourself, to empower yourself, so that when you emerge from this season, you're no longer the same and you are going to be able to talk to others who are going through the same season in your life. And that is how to maximize your seasons, especially when we talked about the winter of life. Now, let's look at the fall of life, which is replete with a lot of successes, so much achievement, and all the goodies in life. Now, at this point, success brings a lot of friends, a lot of accolades, a lot of fanfare, a lot of fans, a lot of hypocrisy and all of that. And it comes with the tendency to be prideful and be boastful and to be self-absorbed and feeling of uh, 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 being powerful and all of that. Now, your ability to maximize that season is for you to build yourself, to arm yourself with humility, to arm yourself with the ability to support others, to inspire others, to help others, to bring others up. That is how to maximize your fall. So that when it is over, you would have been able to beat your chest and pat yourself on the back that you've been able to maximize and make use the best use of your season. So, like I said, seasons come, seasons go. Your good seasons will definitely come and go, and your bad seasons will come and go. So the most important thing is for you to maximize your season. Make the best use of your seasons. If it's in a bad season, make the best use of it. Your good seasons, make the best use of it. Whatever you can glean out of these seasons, glean them in order to build yourself and arm yourself for the next season of your life. Now let me share a quick story with my daughter, with my 7-year-old daughter. Then about 2 years ago, when she and I were having a conversation, she talked to me. She said, "Daddy, I love mangoes so much. How? Why wouldn't we just have mangoes all year round? Like all the year round, we just have mangoes all the time." And I laughed. I told her, I said, "Look, baby girl, you can't have mangoes all year round. All fruits come in seasons and they go. And the reasons why they come in seasons and they go is so we can maximize them and make the best use of them and enjoy them all we can." And so I told her, I said, "Go out there, enjoy as much as you can of these mangoes. Get all the best you can of these mangoes because they will soon go out of season." And so for that, she go and eat all the mangoes she can get, and she has some stomach upset. So what am I even saying with this story? The essence of this story is that when it is the seasons of mangoes, you will make the best use of mangoes. You ought to make the best use of mangoes. You ought to enjoy mangoes in their seasons, and you get the best nutrients you can ever get from these mangoes when they're in seasons. But when they're out of seasons, no matter how well they are preserved, you cannot get all the nutrients that you're supposed to get from them. And that is how it is in the seasons of life. When the opportunity comes, I call seasons opportunities. Every season is an opportunity for you to learn to maximize it. So, what is the best you can make out of that opportunity, or rather, make out of that seasons? So, every season that comes in your life, get the best out of it. Learn the best lessons, the worst lessons. Arm yourself. Learn all you can. Empower yourself as much as you can, and go out there to exploit the next seasons of your life that will come, because certainly seasons come, seasons go. But most importantly, when you recognize the season, maximize it and be a better person and a better individual as a whole. I love you so much. Go out there and maximize your season. I love you. See you again next week.